Subcompact SUVs are the best purchase if you are transitioning from a sedan to an SUV. Many of them have a car-like demeanor, but offer more practicality in space and versatility in performance. This 2025, you have a lot of excellent selections for these small SUVs and crossovers, but the ones you are about to see are probably the top in the class. Hello everyone, this is Scott from CarlandTV. It's time to get in the front seat, as today you're about to see some of the best and most recommended subcompact SUVs for 2025. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below, the subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now, buckle up and let's get back to the video. 2025 Kia Niro Hybrid. The Kia Niro Hybrid is one solid buy this 2025. Like the Kia Hyundai car, the Niro boasts impressive specs on its tech, as well as an efficient hybrid system that further boosts its value as an SUV. The latest Niro is equipped with a suite of advanced safety systems, such as a blind spot monitor, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking. Go for its upper trims, and you'll be able to enjoy other cool capabilities like stop-and-go functionality and adaptive cruise control. The interior of the Niro Hybrid should also easily appeal to a wide range of buyers. It has an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment display on its base LX trim, which features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The rest of the upper trims get a larger 10.3-inch infotainment display, and this one is pretty fantastic, as it features a Sirius XM satellite radio and in-dash navigation. Its interior is quite roomy for a subcompact SUV. If it's only 5 occupants, the Kia Niro Hybrid can take care of them. Even its cargo space is already generous, given the size of this car. Performance-wise, the Kia Niro Hybrid embodies refinement and practicality. Under its hood is a 1.6-liter, 4-cylinder engine that is paired to an electric motor, and this setup easily generates 139 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this ain't powerful, but it makes the SUV efficient in terms of fuel economy. I am talking about 53 miles per gallon in the city and 45 miles per gallon kind of efficiency here. If it's still not obvious, then let me rub it to your face. The 2025 Niro Hybrid is one of the most fuel-efficient subcompact SUVs on the market right now. It surpasses even the hybrid versions of the Corolla Cross and Honda HR-V. 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. If you want a subcompact SUV that has off-roading chops, my best recommendation will always remain the same, and that's the Crosstrek of Subaru. It's among the few SUVs in its segment that is rugged enough to handle different driving conditions. At the same time, it has something that many other subcompact rivals don't have, and that is an all-wheel drive. In particular, its symmetrical all-wheel drive improves its traction and stability on snow, mud, and other less favorable terrains. Its wilderness trim, in particular, is designed for rugged adventures, featuring increased ground clearance of around 9.3 inches or so, an off-road tuned suspension, and all-terrain tires. There's even an X mode with hill descent control, which enhances traction and control by optimizing the engine, transmission, and all-wheel drive system of the SUV for difficult terrains and driving conditions. Moreover, the Crosstrek has a 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine on its base and premium trims, which is good enough to produce 152 horsepower. For higher trims like the Sport, Limited, and Wilderness, what they got is still a boxer engine, but this time it's on steroids as it cranks 182 ponies right from the get-go. Depending on the trim, the 2025 Crosstrek achieves a decent fuel economy. Real-world tests rated its base engine to cover up to 29 miles per gallon combined. There is only one choice for its transmission, though, regardless of which trim you pick. Don't fret, though, as its continuously variable transmission of Subaru doesn't suck. It's optimized for smooth efficiency, and there's nothing about it that's worth complaining about. 2025 Mazda CX-30. The CX-30 is just right there next to the Trax, which I will also feature in a short while. You'll love the CX-30 if you enjoy driving athletic and nimble cars. This subcompact is built to achieve those things and more, thanks to its safety features and refined interior. The latest model of the CX-30 has 2 engine options. The first is a naturally aspirated inline-4 engine that cranks up to 191 horses and 186 pound-feet of torque. This is the standard engine of the 2025 CX-30. If you're willing to pay more cash, you should get its 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that maximizes the horse to 250, especially when you let it sip from the premium fuel. In terms of power alone, the 2.5-liter of the CX-30 is definitely one of the best in the segment. Regardless of which you pick, either engine is paired with a 6-speed auto transmission, which has a good balance between efficiency and performance. It shifts responsively, and so far, I didn't feel any stiffness on it. It also has a standard I-active all-wheel drive that improves the SUV's traction and monitors the road conditions and weight distribution of the car. This one makes the CX-30 nimble, even when you take it on different terrains. The CX-30 feels upscale, which shouldn't come as a surprise as it's filled with high-quality materials, such as the optional leather upholstery. I didn't find any cheap or fragile parts inside the cocoon of the CX-30. Plus, the SUV has a standard 8.8-inch display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, while on its upper trims, you'll find extra appealing features such as a Bose 12-speaker audio and wireless smartphone charging. Again, the 2025 CX-30 feels premium, but believe it or not, its entry price is only $26,000. For its quality, such pricing is just fair. 2025 Buick Envista. I had to put the 2025 Envista on top of the 2025 Mazda CX-30 because of its advanced tech, sleek design, and competitive pricing. Of course, this and the CX-30 can be interchangeable, so please, no hard feelings. So, what makes the 2025 Envista impressive? First, you'll love its coupe-like profile, which is a distinct feature among luxury SUVs. This also helps the car stand out from its boxier competitors. It showcases elegance without losing its practicality. Second, its interior is great. You'll spot all the high-quality materials here and there, and its appointments are pretty much laid out cleanly. The 11-inch infotainment screen is far from being quirky and gets a major boost with its Android Auto and Apple CarPlay integration. Moreover, it has an expandable cargo space. As far as I remember, it should be able to offer 42 cubic feet when its rear seats are folded. However, the engine performance of this SUV lags behind that of the CX-30. In particular, the 1.2-liter turbo 3-cylinder engine of the Envista only makes 137 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque, which is definitely weak if you're going to put it side by side with the engines of the CX-30. It's just a good thing that the Envista power plant is reliable and refined. Similar to other subcompacts in its class, the 2025 Envista still doesn't have an all-wheel drive. Hence, you have no other choice but to settle with its front-wheel drive, which is powered by its 6-speed transmission. It's good for driving around town, but don't expect that it will excite you on the freeways. But yes, with this timid performance, the 2025 Envista is damn fuel-savvy. 2025 Chevrolet Trax. Right now, I have zero doubt that the 2025 Chevy Trax is arguably the best subcompact SUV due to the balance in its practicality, affordability, and surprising modern design ethos. Of course, I am not saying that this SUV is flawless. It has some drawbacks too, such as its 1.2-liter turbo 3-cylinder engine that only produces up to 137 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. It's not a strong engine and can get sleepy on the road too. However, it is refined and is good enough for daily commutes. Plus, it's damn efficient, as real-world tests suggest that the engine can cover up to 28 miles per gallon on city roads and 32 miles per gallon on highways. At the same time, the 2025 Trax uses a 6-speed auto transmission, which shifts smoothly. But keep in mind that it's only available in front-wheel drive. If you want some AWD in the menu, go check other SUVs instead. But overall, its driving verve is satisfactory. It's refined and well-controlled. And hey, despite its subcompact classification, the Trax is generously sized on its cocoon. As far as I remember, it offers up to 25.6 cubic feet of cargo space and 54 cubic feet if the rear seats are folded. Speaking of, the rear of the Trax is adequately roomy for adult occupants. The legroom simply impresses. This thing has an asking price of $21,000, and to be honest, it delivers a lot for its price. The streamlined design and feature-rich setup of the 2025 Trax rival some of its more expensive options. Its primary competitors right now are the Hyundai Venue and Nissan Kicks, and between the three, the Trax easily leaves the two in the dust. And that completes this list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.